Here we go!
Hey, what's up, Blue Blurs? This is your boy Blake, your proud chief of the Blue Blurs, presenting you with a brand new Let's Play for my Sonic channel. As in this video, I'm happy to announce that I'll finally be launching a playthrough series featuring one of the absolute best Sonic titles out there. A game I've wanted to cover for so long now, so you can imagine how hyped I am to finally be doing this video. And that game is Sonic Generations, which single-handedly elevates the whole classic versus modern Sonic debate to its boiling point, as it gives us not one, but two different versions of Sonic to play as. We have classic Sonic on the left, or Santiago, as the Sonic community has taken to calling him recently. I don't get it either, so don't bother asking me. And on the right is modern Sonic. Sonic Generations is built much like Sonic Mania in that it's an anniversary title, and it allows us to explore a series of Sonic stages taken from his entire history, all the way up to Sonic Colors in 2010, and we get to play through these stages in 2D and 3D. There's a lot of content to be enjoyed here, and even though we're like a decade past the release of this game, which first came out in 2011 to celebrate Sonic's 20th, this game is still holding up well as one of the best Sonic titles, so to finally be doing a series for this game is exciting for me, to say the least. If you're excited for this one as well, show me how excited you are with those likes and comments down below, and to keep up my Sonic playthroughs along whatever else I make for Sonic content, just hit that sub button and ring that bell to stay up to date. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the first episode of my playthrough of Sonic Generations. And as it is a game covering Sonic's history, I can think of no better place to start than Green Hill Zone, as this is where it all began for Sonic. And playing through here with classic Sonic, or I guess I should start calling him Santiago now. Seriously, I don't get where they got the idea for that meme, but the Sonic community cycles through memes faster than Sonic can run, which I guess is characteristic of us because we gotta go fast, right? It's funny though, because I don't think that was ever actually Sonic's catchphrase, because he never said it himself, and yet it's what he's known for. Ah well. But here we go with Green Hill Zone. A lovely reimagining of Green Hill Zone at that. I think this is like the second game to feature a full-on 3D reimagining of Sonic's home, with the first game being Sonic Adventure 2. That time though, they mostly just kept it as it was originally made, with a couple tweaks thrown in here and there to make it feel more 3D, obviously, because it was a full-on 3D game. But with Sonic Generations, you have a hybrid of 2D and 3D, just like with Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors. Yeah, that's right. So, I wouldn't call it a full-on 3D game, but it's close enough, I guess. Seriously though, this stage looks flippin' gorgeous, and it's even better when I'm playing this on an Xbox Series S, as I'm now playing this game in 60 frames per second. Because Microsoft are gods like that, putting out a 60 frame per second patch for Generations, Unleashed, and Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed very unexpectedly, so all the better for me. That said, I don't know how well it's going to translate to my capture card because I don't have the greatest setup out there, so I don't think this video itself is going to be in 60 frames per second as much as I would have liked for it to be that way, but I got to make do with what I have, and for as long as the video is watchable, I think that's all that matters, right? And look at that, we're done with Green Hill at 1, just like that. Not a terribly long stage, it's meant to be more basic stage to prepare you for how the game is going to play out. That's always what it was known for, aside from looking drop dead gorgeous. And look at that, Sonic victory animation just relaxing out there on that grass. Let's go, man. And there it is, our first S rank that we're going to be farming, hopefully out of many in Sonic Generations. They're easy to get for as long as you don't die. If you do die, then even if you get an A rank, which is like the second best rank you can get in this game, you're not going to get the S rank. So basically, don't screw up. Alright, time for the first cutscene, Sonic Generations. And for the most part, I won't talk over these except for part of this one. There'll be no dialogue yet. And there's Sonic going all like, wait, what is that earthquake? Is the planet breaking apart again? Oh wait, we haven't got to that point in Sonic's history yet. And look at that! Ansom's pet Heartless, the Time Eater, is on the loose now. Go away, man. Leave our timeline alone. What is it with that close of a classic Sonic's face? I don't get why, but it just cracks me up.
He'll be here any second.
Hey guys, what's going on? You having a party or something?
Surprise!
Aw, you guys.
It's kind of impossible to surprise you.
You totally got me this time. I had no idea.
Yeah, right. Happy birthday, Sonic. Hope you like this.
Like it? I love it! What?
Sonic, what's that? What's it doing?
Hey! Not cool!
Help us!
Where am I?
Okay, so that was the first cutscene for Sonic Generations, where we see the Time Eater throwing everything out of order. And you know the reason for his grudge? He hates how we use everything on the internet in dark mode these days. So he was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw you into 9 different stages from Sonic's world and turn on light mode for all of them. How's that? And to that I say, F you, because seriously, how could anybody prefer light mode for anything, even now? This is just, look at this, this is just terrible. Or on second thought, don't look at this if you value your eyes. The colors don't feel so bright right now, so we need to do something about that. And that is where modern Sonic comes into the equation. Classic Sonic did part of the work already, and now it's time to go through Green Hill Act 2 with modern Sonic. And that also means it's time for that rough transition to 3D that journalists really love to reference these days, even though that statement got old long ago. But at least they actually like this game, so maybe everything is good this time. In any case, Green Hill Act 2 will teach you the ropes with modern Sonic controls just like with Act 1, mostly with the boost mechanic, which you should expect to use near constantly in this game because it's so accessible. You can do just about anything and you'll fill the gauge right away, so you really shouldn't expect to run out unless you are really unpracticed with these stages, in which case that can happen, and you'll need to use a little bit more strategy than that. Anyway, here we go! Right past these amazing waterfalls that look, wow, all kinds of incredible in this game. It isn't exactly Sonic Unleashed where the visuals are concerned, but they really knocked it out of the park with the water effects in my opinion. It is awesome. And yo, that Gigantamax Magikarp is in the building, and I don't feel like becoming a snack. That's Mario's job in Super Mario 64, so you know what? We gotta get out of Dodge, and we gotta get out now. And Sonic is still trying to style, even though he's about to be snacked on. I don't know if y'all noticed, but right as he topped off that freestyle jump, he went into his adventure pose. And that was some very clever stuff on Sega's part, referencing past Sonic titles through his animations. That was just amazing. And even better that they went with Sonic Adventure, as that's one of my top 3 favorite Sonic games to play through. So it's a little bit confusing that I don't have a playthrough up of that on this channel right now. Although I did in my older channel, but obviously I've deleted that one, so I'm gonna have to redo it, which I think is for the better, because I wasn't too satisfied with my first playthrough. I want to polish some things up for you guys. Anyway, We're about done with Green Hill Act 2 already. Just like the first act, it isn't a long stage, and by this point we should be very much warmed up with Sonic's controls. And there's another freestyle jump. There we go. Now, the thing about the freestyle jumps, how they work is, while you're jumping, you tilt the analog stick in any direction and you get the gauge. But there are times where you can tilt in a direction and it won't work. So I guess you have to guess the correct direction to tilt the stick in order to actually get the gauge. The thing is though, the game doesn't clue you in on which direction you need to move the stick, so it's a guessing game, and a weird one at that. But it does pay off because it gives you more boost gauge to work with. Although you spend the extra gauge, you'll have to use another freestyle jump to get it back. And there is our second S rank. Not bad, not bad. Everything's going nicely. Hopefully it'll stay that way for the side missions that we got coming up after this. But first of all, now that we put some color back into Green Hill, we saved Tails as well. There we go. Oh man.
Thanks, Sonic. I thought I was dead, floating without a body in a black limbo. Ugh. I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.
Tails actually did die in a previous Sonic game. 3 guesses which one that is.
Is it me, or is that place we were just in awfully familiar?
Not to me, but this place looks like something sucked all the life and color out of it. Totally strange.
No stranger than rescuing genies in magic books or saving aliens in an interstellar amusement park. I'm more concerned about finding our friends.
Hey, Sonic! I saw something over there in the distance. Like buildings, but they look weird.
That might be a good place to check out. I'll be back soon.
Wow, you weren't kidding when you said soon. I thought you already left.
Okay, Sonic must be suffering from amnesia, because I know that Green Hill has seen better days, but from a loop up on top, he should have recognized where he was right off the bat. Like, seriously, it was your home, Sonic, come on! And Tails is apparently blind. He couldn't tell the difference between the two Sonics. He legit thought that Modern Sonic just ran a lap in like a millisecond and then came rushing back, all without noticing that classic Sonic is noticeably shorter than him, not to mention he doesn't have green eyes, he has black eyes, so those should have been dead giveaways for Tails, but oh well. Anyway, we can now switch between the two Sonic at will, just by pressing the Y button while we are here at the World Hub, so there we go. And now we've beaten Green Hill, we can go through Chemical Plant Zone, and I believe Sky Sanctuary is unlocked as well. Yes, it is. However, I'm gonna do a little time skip to get something else set up with this episode, so I will be right back. Alrighty, had to do a bit of a time skip to get to the challenge missions for Green Hill, so sorry about that. One thing I'd forgotten about this game was how exactly you go about unlocking the challenge gates, because I haven't played Generations in so long, so I'm kinda rusty and having to readjust to everything. But yeah, what happens is, to get these challenges unlocked, you have to beat 3 stages at a time. And there's 3 sets of 3 in all for this game, so it's 9 stages in total. I thought at first that if you beat Green Hill, you unlock these missions right away, but you have to beat Green Hill, Chemical Plant, and Sky Sanctuary to get the missions unlocked with the first 3 stages. So that kind of threw me off on how I was going to do this playthrough, and it's making me regret deleting my save file instead of just sticking with it, but whatever. This is still the format I'm going to stick with because you guys requested for me to do these episodes using both the base acts for each stage and then including their missions. So the first episode will have acts 1 and 2 of Green Hill and all of its missions. And I think it's better that way as it will make this playthrough a lot more organized. It's a little limited because we had none of the bonus content on us at the moment. We unlocked that primarily by collecting the red rings and finishing the challenge missions, and included among that bonus content is unlockable soundtracks. And I really would have loved to have all of those soundtracks available right off the bat, as it would have added more flavor to this playthrough, but unfortunately, I shot myself in the foot by making a new file, so I'm just gonna have to live with it. But even then, while some of the missions will share the same soundtrack from Acts 1 or 2, others will have their remixes instead, like the one for Supersonic Racing that you'll hear in a specific mission once we get to it. And here we have the first mission for Green Hill, where we race against the Doppelganger, who's definitely not good enough to be our fake because he is downright terrible. The only way you're gonna lose to this guy is you're just downright bad at these stages. And even then, I don't think you have to worry about that too much for the first few missions because this is Green Hill, so right now it's sort of easy mode. Although there are other missions that will challenge that sentiment somewhat. By beating each challenge act, you'll unlock a bonus bell, and these are how you grab the extra content, such as artwork. Others will include soundtracks, so keep an eye out for those. And by the way, by beating a challenge act, we have collected our first boss gate key, and we need 3 of these to unlock the first boss, which is of course the Death Egg Robot. You don't have to beat 1 mission per zone and you'll get a key right off the bat. You don't have to beat every mission, thank goodness. And that's part of why I never really sat down to finish this game 100%, because of the fact that the missions weren't tied to the story for Sonic Generations, which is pretty minuscule in itself. This game isn't really meant to be a story-based game as much as it's meant to be a tribute to Sonic's history, so it's not huge in story elements, but yeah, either way. I never bothered going through all the missions except for Green Hill, Chemical Plant, and Sky Sanctuary. Their missions I've recently finished, so I should be okay with those, but for the rest of the stage list, well, I'm gonna need all the luck that I can get. But at the same time, it's exciting because there's new stuff for me to check out in this playthrough, so that's good, right? Anyway, the second act is where you have to go through all of these Buzz Bombers. You'll actually have to beat them, but if you use them right, which I didn't just now, let me see if I can salvage it. Oh, there we go. If you use them right, you can actually use your momentum to make it to higher routes and potentially finish the stage quicker, which is pretty cool. The stage themselves will be unchanged from the Doppelganger races, but for the other missions, you may see adjusted layouts just like this one. So that freshens things up nicely and adds replay value to the missions. By the way, we're done here. We don't need that clock up above the gate because we're already getting the S rank. And speaking of which, how you get these ranks, it doesn't depend on your score for the missions this time. It depends on how fast you beat these missions that will determine your rank. And you don't have to S rank all of them unless you're a completionist like me. But I don't expect to get an S rank for everything in this series because, as I already told you, I haven't beaten the missions for every zone, so there will be occasional slip-ups from me here and there. And if that happens, then, well, it is what it is. I can just go back and redeem myself in later playthroughs. And there's our boy Knuckles, who we're gonna be squaring up with in the Sonic movie sequel. I bet y'all excited to see that, right? But for now, we get a bit of a preview as we're now racing him to the finish in Sunset Hill rather than Green Hill. Here's another thing I like about these missions. Daytime cycles don't exist in the regular stages, but once in a while when you go to a mission, that will change. That's really cool. And it's making me question why I never sat down to play through all of these missions. They're a lot more fun than I thought they would be. Well, most of them are. There are those that will give you a headache at times, and you'll see one such mission in this episode. Gotta keep your feet right on the ground when you're supersonic racing. There's no time to look around. I'm sorry, I know I can't sing, so don't expect to hear me sing all that often. And that really sucks because the Sonic soundtrack is godlike, and the fact that I can't sing to it without making a fool of myself kind of limits how much I can enjoy them. It's sorta, really. I still enjoy them insanely, but I'm really, really jealous of everybody that can sing. I don't know how y'all do it, but you're incredible for that. It feels like one of those things where, I don't know, you just need to have something about your voice that can actually make it work, to the point where practice won't really change up a lot of things, but then I could be wrong. In any case, that's it for the third mission. We've beaten Knuckles pretty easily. You think he could just dig his way to the finish line instantaneously, but nope, Sega making him play fair, which is cool of them. And what's also cool is how they found a way to integrate Sonic's friends into the game. Not necessarily as playable characters, but it's something, and that's what matters, right? And it is now Nighttime Hill Zone. Yo, Green Hill at night. There's something magical about this site. Like, look at this. It just worked with Green Hill so much better in my opinion. Or is it just me? But we won't get to admire it for long because we gotta use these swings to make it all the way to the end. So if you're pretty good at spin dash jumps, you can skip over a lot of these swings and get to the goal relatively quickly. That's the thing about the spin dash in this game. It is insanely strong, just like it is in Sonic Adventure 1. Watch any Sonic Generation speedrunner, and you'll see a lot of abuse with the classic spin dash. It is that good. I remember speed running a couple levels in this game. I'm not exactly a full-time speedrunner, but I did indulge in it here and there, and it can be fun when you get it down, and it feels very, very rewarding. Sonic games are well built for speed running too, because, well, you know how to do Sonic, you gotta go fast. Okay, for these swings to work, you have to actually press that switch there, so that's why I take a detour rather than just, you know, do this. Whoops, crap, I didn't turn all the way around. And, way to go, Blake. That was an admirable display from you. Jeez. But maybe I can pick this back up. Let's see, come on, get back over here. Help me out here. Come on. Didn't charge up enough, I think. Oh my, you know what? No. I can't finish it like this. I'm gonna try to limit how often I restart these missions, cause I'm not trying to keep y'all here for too long, but no, there was no way I was going to let that slide. I'm sorry, just no. But for missions that are time-based, you can pick up these clocks and they'll give you back a portion of your time, whether it be like 5 seconds or 10 seconds. So that'll keep your chance of getting an S rank alive, if you care about that. Can we just spin dash jump here? No, because I'm doing it a little too quickly so that it isn't charged. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. I'm not too well practiced with these missions, so yeah, this might be a nightmare right now. But I gotta come back down here, get this switch. Alright, there we go, now I'm getting the hang of it. I probably could have done a spin dash jump here to get to the end already, but I'm gonna play it safe this time because I don't trust myself right now. No way. Get these swings to come over here, if I can get up to here. Over here, spin dash jump. Ooh, oh, okay. Yo, we picked it right back up, and that should be it. Here we go, we saved our S rank after a retry, so I don't imagine this is an entirely perfect run in some of your opinions, but I tried, okay? That's what matters. Another soundtrack unlocked, Toxic Cave from Sonic Spinball. I don't think I've ever heard that one yet, so curious how it sounds. Okay. Okay, you know what? We're gonna rock this soundtrack for the 5th challenge for Classic Sonic. Let's go ahead. It might not exactly fit this day because we're here at Green Hill rather than Sonic Spinball, but I think y'all will... Huh? Hold up! Wait a minute, nobody told me this would happen! I don't know if y'all can hear it well, because I kind of had the music turned down while I'm playing, but while I'm picking up these speed shoes, I'm hearing the speed up theme in Sonic Adventure. I've never heard it in Sonic Generations. At all. Yo! Well, someone for listening to Toxic Cave, I'm gonna have to make it up to y'all in the next mission now, but that's okay. But anyway, it's kinda unnecessary to pick up these speed shoes, even though I'm demonstrating differently right now, because with how good the spin dash is, it already covers your bases with the speed up shoes, so you really don't need them that much, but just for the sake of being proper, we're gonna pick these up anyway. You never know. They could actually be useful. Okay, is that it? Yeah, that's it. There we go. And that is it for all of Classic Sonic's missions. S rank for all of them. A. And y'all won't mind my slip up in the 4th mission too much, right? I know I shouldn't have messed up that badly. It's not one of those more difficult missions that I was worried about. I was being idiotic. But there is one other mission I can think of that will legitimately be a source of frustration. And it's one of Modern Sonic's missions, but it's not gonna be this one. Instead, it's look out below. Reach the goal before time runs out, but watch out for the crumbling course. Okay, quick edit there, guys. Really sorry about that. My excuse this time is, when I played the first mission, I forgot to set the soundtrack correctly. It was playing the original music rather than Toxic Cave, so we're double checking it this time, and we should be good to go. Unfortunately, I gotta replay the first 2 missions for consistency's sake, but that's the thing about being a Let's Player. Sometimes stupid stuff happens and you just have to roll with the punches. That's really what you gotta deal with. Anyway, the first mission is pretty straightforward. Just get to the end while keeping these crumbling platforms in mind, and it's no problem, really. And one thing that can help you with both this mission and Sonic Generations in general is how the boost changes depending on how you use it. On the ground, it's continuous, but in the air, the effect's only temporary. I think like 1 or 2 seconds only? Did not mean to air dash there, but there we go. Nice save, huh? Anyway, with the boost, it lasts for only like 1 or 2 seconds if you use it in the air. So you need to be careful with how you use it, as you could end up running into enemies if you boost in the air and the effect runs out beforehand. But, well, I have another tip for you, but I'll show off in just a second. But first, we need to get to the gold ring. It should be right there. Perfect. There we go. That's it with the first mission. And we just have 4 more left, and then we're done with this episode. But something I want to show you real quick before we get to the second mission is how you can control your aerial mobility in the event that you make a mistake. If you think you made a mistake while you're air boosting, you could come to a complete stop just by stomping, just like that. It's a complete momentum stopper. So if you're about to boost right into a gap or something like that and you're still above ground, just stomp and you'll save yourself right away. It's really useful to keep in mind when making the most out of the gameplay here. And it helps at a pretty free flow, so there's a lot of ways to manage with Sonic's controls in this game, and it's part of why it feels so good to play, why it's one of the better Sonic games out there. And with that, we've got ourselves another race, and this time it's against the devil from Sonic Adventure, by which I mean Tails. If you remember his episode, he breezed through his race against Sonic because he could fly. He was a complete cheater, man. And because of that, his episode tended to be over in like 5 seconds. Which is a shame because he has such amazing character development and adventure. Character development that Sega just threw out the window for future titles, which I'm really not happy about. Still not happy about, but oh well, it's just how it is. But this time, Tails has brought along the Tornado, which was a mistake because he should have brought the Tornado 2 instead. After all, the first one got jumped by the egg carrier, if you guys remember, right? But either way, we're gonna have to show him that the real master of speed is still Sonic. Whether he can run or can fly, it doesn't change at all. Gonna show him just how it is, and here we go. Going above a loop this time rather than through it, and the gold ring is just up ahead, so there we go. I keep messing up the jump here. There we go. There's a ring, and a rainbow ring, so there we go. Another freestyle jump. Building the boost back up. And there's a gold ring. That's what's up. Sorry, Tails. You still too slow, buddy. Should have brought the Tornado 2 instead. Okay, the first 2 missions are over and done with, and we just have 3 more to go before we are finished with Green Hill Zone. But with that, let's get into a third challenge, which is another Doppelganger race. It's getting kind of repetitive now, because I feel like races have made up a fairly large chunk of Green Hill's mission. What's up with that, Sega? But whatever, we'll roll with it. And we got another soundtrack swap coming up. This time we'll go with Sonic CD's Palm Tree Panic Zone. I'm mildly disappointed they didn't remix this track though. I would love to hear what Cash Cash would have done with it, but as it is, it's still incredible to listen to, so there's nothing really lost here. And I think it goes very well with Green Hill Zone because, well, Palm Tree Panic does follow a similar theme to Green Hill, so I guess that's a given. But it's also fitting because of the glow up that this place got. And I'm actually realizing that that is the recurring theme of this game. We're here to give every stage a glow up because the time Eve took away all their color. Interesting how it works like that, huh? But here we go, another Doppelganger race where we leave this faker in the dust. That shouldn't be any problem. So while we're here, I'd like to mention something. And it's that this stage makes up half of my channel banner. Like if you go to my channel page and you look at the banner, you'll see that it's 50% Green Hill and 50% Seaside Hill. So, given that this is my first Sonic Generation video I've ever posted, that might surprise you because I've had that banner for a long time now. But in a way, things are finally coming full circle, which is awesome. So underground here, Green Hill again. And that reminds me, Sonic Mania actually references the fact that Green Hill got underground section for the first time in this reimagining of the stage. So Sonic Mania directly references that fact near the end of Act 1 and then during the beginning of Act 2. And that's cool because both games are anniversary titles, so once again, a case of things coming full circle. And I can't wait to do a playthrough with Sonic Mania when the time comes. It's my absolute favorite Sonic game, so the fact I don't have a playthrough up for that yet is kinda disgraceful, but don't worry, Blue Blurs, we're gonna fix that. I do have a multitude of mod showcases up for Sonic Mania though, so at the very least, you can check those out. Those should make for interesting content. But I have a Generations mods. That may still be a ways down the road before I get around to them, because I am playing this game on Xbox, and unless there's a way to apply mods to the console version, that's still out of reach for me because my PC is complete and utter crap, which is why it took me so long before I got around to recording this game, because on I can't talk. Because on my PC, if I tried recording and playing the game simultaneously, it would turn into a slideshow that ran at only 5 frames per second, and I ain't trying to subject y'all to that garbage. Nuh-uh. Speaking of garbage, just took this guy to the garbage! And that's another S rank for Sonic Generations. I believe that's in total 1, 2, there are 8 from these. We got 10 right now, so by this time we'll have 12 when we're done this video. And there is another soundtrack acquired. Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! Heck yeah! Sonic CD soundtracks are a common theme in this video, and as someone who absolutely adores CD, this is pleasing to me. Oh no, oh god, no, not this mission, man. I hate it. I really hate it. It's not difficult, but, well, you know what? I'll just show you. It's one of those stages that isn't difficult, but still annoying to deal with. But I did get some practice for this stage before this video went up, so maybe I'll be fine. We'll see. But what you have to do is, you have to use all of these jump panels to get over those flamethrowers, otherwise you're gonna be stuck. So yeah, that's the theme of this stage. Do not miss a single jump panel. Those red rings might also help your case, but you don't always need to use them. They're mainly there to give you different paths to explore. Not gonna be all that concerned about that. I just want to get this mission over with because my god do I not like it. And there are a couple other missions where I share the same feeling. Okay, those stone pills are coming up. I think the key here is to drop down and then boost right through the opening, rather than use a homing attack. If I just did a homing attack, I would land right on that spike bed. Why do I always forget to slide there? What is up with me right now? I guess that practice didn't make that much of a difference. I'm losing so much time already. Oh, I forgot there was a spring there. But I just happened to remember it like the very last second. Alright. Turn this corner and whoa, what? Huh? Whoa, whoa, what in the... Alright, I don't know what that was all about, but at the very least, it didn't deny me my S rank. And I don't know if you know it, but Sonic fell off the platform right after he grabbed that gold ring. You know what made me really salty? If you could die right after touching the gold ring. If that could happen, there'd be a lot of salt being poured onto the internet right now. Thankfully, they were kind enough not to do that. Just one mission left, guys, and if we beat this one, we unlock the boost gauge up skill, and then we can purchase it at the skill shop. And I'll show you the skill shop after we get done here, but for now, let's go ahead and take this home. Our last mission is the 300% boost gauge challenge. As you can see, you start out with triple your boost gauge that you normally have. But the drawback here, as Omochao just explained, is that you can't build it back up. So what you have here, you're stuck with. So be very careful but you don't end up running out. Although, it's still pretty difficult to drain a triple boost gauge like that, so maybe you don't need to worry about that so much, but still, keep it in mind at least. So seeing the boost gauge like this, makes me wonder how high up you can build it when you're playing through Act 2. Like, you know the freestyle jumps that expand just how much boost gauge you can actually have? I wonder how high up it can go. Maybe as long as this, maybe even longer? Definitely interesting. Can we light dash here? No, we cannot light dash. I just tried it and it didn't work. Fairly sure there are instances where you can light dash, but I guess, yeah, they're more specific with this game. That would explain it. You can only light dash if the button prompt pops up over the trailer ring. If it doesn't, then no light dash for you. There are some examples of that over at Planet Wisp and Speed Highway. Well, I thought my memory of this game had drained considerably, but it's gradually coming back to me. Just like the color is coming back to Green Hill Zone. We've beaten all the missions, so it is looking like its jolly old self again. Now it's actually looking like Green Hill Zone. Thank goodness. I can actually smell it through here. Alright, so that's it for Green Hill Zone, and that means we are done with this opening episode to my playthrough of Sonic Generations on the Xbox Series S. But before I go, I did promise I would show you the skill shop, so here it is. When you're playing the game, you build up skill points. You can then bring those here to buy and equip new skills onto Sonic. I've already bought one such skill. It's called Sure-Footed, and it keeps Sonic from falling over if he gets hit, so it basically allows him to recover quicker. Might be useful to play around with. Thing is though, the one thing about Generations that I've never taken advantage of was these skills right here. I never really bought and used them. The only things I buy from the skill shop are the Sega Genesis controller, which you can then use to play Sonic 1 in Sonic Generations, and incidentally, if you're playing Generations with the FPS boost enabled, try playing Sonic 1, and you might find some interesting results there. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And then we can stock up on extra lives here also. I don't really need to do this unless I'm restarting stages like crazy, in which case I will need to stock back up on lives, as whenever you restart a stage here, you lose a life. Really annoying because in Generations 3DS, you don't have to spend lives to restart stages, but that's inconsistency for you right there. It's the middle name of the Sonic brand. Then again, I think both versions of Generations were handled by different developers, so that might explain why. But anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. In the next episode, we're going to be paying a visit to the Chemical Plant Zone, which was chosen to represent Sonic 2. And don't worry, we're going to be playing this from scratch, so you won't see those red rings here next time. That might not bother you that much, but for some cutscenes, I do need to keep restarting the game, and that might make this playthrough annoying to finish, but I guess that's how I'm doing things right now. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, drop those likes and comments down below, and consider subscribing and ringing that bell to stay up to date on not only this playthrough, but the rest of my Sonic content. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, peace out. Blue Blurs for life. See you later.